the Warriors. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. Going from good to great.
We really don't know. All that matters is that you don't hold the motion. In my pocket, I'm good. They trying to get me caught up. I'm good. And I ain't never going back 'cause I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. And if they want it, they can get it. I'm good. Tell them, man, I'm coming with it. I'm good. And if they think that I'm with it, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
So out there with Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard position. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Portland was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
We played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Pajimski's checked in for the Warriors. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. There are teams now looking for an edge.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. So he swipes the ball away again.
Well, we've seen it all year long. His active hands and intuition resulting in a new single-season record for steals, breaking his own previous mark.
You know, it's really uncanny just seeing how easily he seems to be able to pick them clean, get in their pocket and steal the ball. The sleight of hand, miraculous to behold. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double.
it's Los Angeles now. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Nelson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Alexander Walker after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. On the wing, Kuzma. Black with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Black passes to MP. Into the lane. He gets it in there. MP's got 41. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Kuzma, right side. Here's Aldama. Count it, good.
That ends their drought. You can feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Branham. Back to Alexander Walker. Picked by Aldama. From the arc. Goes up from the top of the key.
Here's Alexander Walker, still without a basket, setting the floor for the Warriors. You've got Walker.
Trying to lead you astray. I'm trying to lead you to hell. This life that I'm living, I'm loving her. My God is good, ain't gotta butter her. Me and her Lord gonna cook her. Comes with her. Don't let me have one chance to give her.
So it's Los Angeles now. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
We've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Branham in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And MP throws it down.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
The kick out to Kuzma. Looking to end the run. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And another one! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
Here's Branham. Still no points. Outside, Alexander Walker. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 11.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Pass to Kajemski. Back to MP. 5 on the clock. Here's Black. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Branham, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Aldama outside. Back to Alexander Walker. No good from outside.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Count it. MP's got 53 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for him.
Alexander Walker. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Hey, MP not messing around or playing around inside. He's dropping the hammer, folks.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It's Kuzma with the miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Alexander Walker.
My rainbow got 7. Your rainbow is hell bound. My rainbow is heaven. Twist that word up, and that word gon' teach you a lesson.
So it's the Lakers now. They'll be off in Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Black is out there with Walker. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also read about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry or John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
And now, Hallie McCoy says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Thanks as always, Hallie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Mitchell Robinson check in for Walker. To the inside.
Evil size beam.
Here's Doncic. 17 points in his last outing. Luka Doncic is out there with Powell. Then there's John Collins. Then it's Williams. And it's Glover in at the 3 slot. That's the Lakers 5. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Portland was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Allie, great info there. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Now here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Defensively, the raw instincts of MP help him guess right, and he gets them out and running.
Here's Williams.
.46 left here in the second. The Lakers on offense. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Holmgren is out there with MP. And it's Pumpkin in at this current environment.
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. Now, it would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And here is Williams. Following the three-pointer by MP. Back to Williams. Over in the corner, Doncic. 5 on the clock.
Sharp defensive instincts from MP. Showing off his IQ as a defender.
Twelve seconds left in the first half. And here's Collins from outside.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
When your offense is too predictable, that allows other teams to anticipate and turn you over.
I agree with that in principle, Jack. But even when they have tried to do different things, they've given the ball away.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
There's impressive talent.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
In the name of Jesus, demons get up out of here. Catch me in the war zone, find me on the battlefield.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
We got soldiers on the front line. Christ in my blood.
You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And here is Doncic.